Hey guys, I'm back with this week's update. I've made a bit changes in my code since last week. Uh, so in unit.h, I've made different sprites for the main body of the aircraft and for the wings of the aircraft. So this is for the main body, this is for the wings, and a different for the tanks. So as we can see that we have just one sprite for the main body of the aircraft. Uh, Here we have just one sprite for the main body of the aircraft and four sprites for the wings. So I have taken it different, and we have five sprites for the tank. Here we can see that we have five sprites for the tanks. So I have uh, taken it different, and some more changes in the different files for aircraft and tanks. This this sprite is for the main body, and I've taken different for the wings, and some changes in the render function. Just a bit changes in the names here. Okay, and the same thing I've done for the tanks. So now what? And for now, this is what I have done overall. Here we can see that I've generated the aircraft with the different sprites of the wings, and different for the uh, aircraft. If I've taken it when the last time I took it the same, so there were the aircraft seems like it was blinking. So now it's not blinking, just the wings are rotating. And besides this, I have this player and this tank that I've generated. So this I have this player. Okay, so how I've done this is here I have to create in the main file. I have to create the object for the aircraft and the tank, as just like as we have for the player, and we have to render it. Rendering, as I told in the last my last video, rendering creates rendering draws it. This function draws the object on the screen. So as we saw that we saw player, aircraft, and tank on the screen drawn. Moreover, I need to draw some barriers, as I have in my UML. These barriers inheriting from enemy, and we have two kinds of barriers: the breakable and unbreakable. Here, breakable and unbreakable. So, um, I so as for now I don't have the sprites for the barriers, but as soon as I get it, I'll draw barriers as well. I have to make different files for the barriers and the breakable and unbreakable, and the difference would only be and they will be inheriting from from enemy. So the only difference would be that the unbreakable barriers, for unbreakable barriers, the bool alive would always be true, and for breakable they would be false. So alright guys, that's it for now. We'll see you soon with more update.
Hello everyone, this is Talal and I'm back with another update. So for this week what I've done is that I have fixed the rate of fire for the pistol, so it now fires after a brief time delay. And I've also created another type of gun, which is the machine gun, which has a higher rate of fire than the pistol, and I've also added the sound for it. And lastly what I've done is that I've made the missile follow the player, but this time around it's not just following the player, it's also tilting according to the position of the player. So let's get started with the game. As you can see, the head of the missile is tilting, and for the machine gun this was the machine gun and the pistol. As you can see, the rate of fire is significantly slower than the machine gun. Okay, so this was the game, and now there's nothing very special in the coding apart from my missile function, for which I have implemented trigonometric functions. As you can see, it calculates the angle of approach of the missile, and according to the position of the player, the position of the missiles is changing. And to tilt the missile head, what I've done is that I have taken the ratio of the player and the position of the missile. So if the ratio is higher, so the missile will be tilting a lot more, and as this value approaches 1, that means the missile would be straight, and the player and the missile are in a straight line. So that's just about it for this week. Hopefully I'll get more work done by the next week. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to yet another update of our game project. So this week my work on the flash screen. So this right here code for the flash screen. So a flash screen is going to be an image that is going to appear when the game starts, and in a while it's going to disappear, and then the main menu or the main window of the game is going to appear. So this is how it's going to work. This here right here is the flash screen. It's going to appear and then disappear, and then this right here will be the main window of the game. So right now I've used this image as a dummy, but when the game is actually finalized, then instead of this picture, the main menu of the game is going to appear. So one more requirement for the flash screen was that it should slowly appear and then slowly disappear. That is done by manipulating the alpha value of the texture of the flash screen, and this right here is how I have manipulated it so that it slowly appears and then disappears. As you can see that it slowly appears and then slightly disappears. So this is the work for the flash screen. After that I have also done, like last week I showed you that I had done some work on the character part. So this right here is the image that I will be using. So by cutting off, so my idea was that I'll cut off each of these characters and then I'll be using them for the characters. So the code for that I'll show you. So this will be the code for it. So here you can see that this is the character.cpp file. So according to this image I have broken each line, and then through that I have broken each line and each character, so that when in the main file I have given it the certain positions, and by giving this positions I have told it where to display the character, and by these numbers I am going to tell it which image which character according to the image right here it's going to display. So this is how this code will work. Like right now I have given it certain numbers, so it's going to display the characters according to those numbers. So now I have also started working for the character, the whole string part. That is still going on. I'll be using the size of commands and all, but right now it's in progress. So that's all.
Hi guys, this is Mohammad Gupta and I am back with my project Cabal. So this week I have done much of work on it, and I have created enemies and worked on bullets. So let me show you what I have done. So you can see the enemies are being created and they are being displayed on the screen, and player 2 which fires bullets, and while closing it saves some data. So let me show you the data, and as you can see the file is being created and all the coordinates of the enemies and the player are being saved. So if I run again, so So you can see the players have been generated on the same point when they were closed. And although I have to work on their animation so they can start walking as the game starts. And as you can see that I have been working on this animation of the player, and yeah, and let me show you what I have done in the save and load functions. I am working on this load function which takes the points from the file and generates the enemy at that point, and while saving it saves the coordinates of the player and it goes in the queue, and here's the queue, and it saves all the points of every unit. So this is it. Bye guys.
Hello everyone, welcome again in our project tutorial Cabal. In this week I have done with boss movement. In this function I am managing the movement of boss. Here I am restricting boss that it will came from left and will stay in center. So this is running form, it's coming from left and stay here center. So now I will talk about my turret part. So I have made all functions of my turret. I'm showing you all functions in turret.h. These are my functions, and these are functions which I have implemented. So here I'm calling sprites of turret and managing its movement, but I haven't implemented it with boss. My next task is to make sure that the boss and turret will move and turret will start firing, and I also have to work on power up functions. So thanks